Welcome to Man Cave Messages. I'm Austin Chambers, and today, as promised, we'll be talking about what it means to be an outlaw in today's world. So, let me first get this out of the way. What I mean by outlaw isn't being a criminal. I mean, sometimes that comes along with it, yeah. But that's not the general gist of being an outlaw. It's basically you live by your own code. You know, and that's pretty much the bottom line of it. I live by a code of morals that I made for myself. I don't follow anyone else's. If rules or laws don't coincide with my code, I don't believe that I should follow them. And I've been like that for years. I grew up hearing stories about my grandpa, who in his own way was a huge outlaw. I mean, he went against what society deemed as normal, you know, and he butted heads with authorities all the time. He got kicked out of the Caribbean. Who knows why? Only Lauren Hutton knows now that my grandpa is deceased. But, and then being raised by my stepdad was a good old Southern outlaw. He would tell me stories about the hell he used to raise, and you know, growing up, my stepdad was my hero. You know, he's the man that raised me. A lot of the code that I follow comes from him. Now, there's obviously a dark side to living a lifestyle as an outlaw. And I've done things I'm not proud of at all. You know, obviously. And honestly, who hasn't done things that they're not proud of? Mine have gone to some pretty dark extremes. You know, I've been in a place in my life where I had everything I thought I wanted. And I've also been in a place in my life where I hung out with drug dealers and hookers. You know, not that there's anything wrong with that at all. I mean, there's something wrong with being a drug dealer and a hooker, but those people aren't bad just because that's what they are. There's definitely a fine line that you walk when you live this lifestyle. It's especially when you're getting up in age. I'm almost 40. You know, I can't be out getting wild and getting into bar brawls and just doing whatever I want to do because I have a family. And that's part of my code. You always look after those you care about. Always. No matter what. Sometimes that bites you in the ass, and it does. The level of loyalty I have for people has bit me in the ass. It has put me in situations where, you know, it would have been easy to walk away from people. But I don't. Another part of my code is, if you get in trouble, take your licks. Don't try to drag everyone else around you down. You ain't a man if you do that. Once again, when I was at one of my lows, I could have gotten out of trouble easily just by running my mouth, naming names, and taking people down with me. Instead, I shut my mouth and caught a felony out of it. It is what it is. Can't take it back. And I wouldn't if I wanted to. If I could take it back, I wouldn't. You know, because it just adds to who I am as a person. Adds to my experiences. You know. And I've been like that most of my life. Gotten in trouble before and could have gotten out of it, but I just stubbornly shut up and took my licks. That's all you can do. Because if you take other people down with you, you're not a man. You're not. Or a woman. You know, like you can't consider yourself a stand-up person if you can't take the consequences of your own actions. You know, if you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime. It's an old saying, and it's been around for a long time for a reason. Another one of my codes is respect. I'm not going to lie and say that I respect everyone, but I give people the respect they deserve. And I expect respect back. And that's one of the things that gets me in trouble sometimes. You know, kind of built up a reputation in this town that I live in now, when I first moved here, as a violent person. Is that true? Maybe. Did I do a lot of violent things? Yeah, I sure did. Because I don't put up with people disrespecting me, and I don't put up with people disrespecting the people I love. That's even worse. You can walk up and say whatever you want to me, and there's a good chance that I'll just laugh at you and walk away. But you walk up and you disrespect someone I love, someone I care about, there's a good chance that I'm going to swing on you. You know? You're bigger than me, smaller than me, years of experience doing MMA or whatever you want to, I'll swing on you. It doesn't matter. Now, the outlaw, that code, a lot of people that are in my life have started to pick up on it. Have started to follow that same code. Because it's a good code. It is. You know? I treat people the way they deserve to be treated. But if you're a piece of crap, if you walk around disrespecting women all day, if you think that you can whoop everyone's ass, you can walk over people, there's a good chance I'm not going to show you an ounce of respect. There's a good chance I'm going to treat you like you're a piece of crap. You know? I don't judge people for the past. I don't judge people for the present. I don't judge people for things going on in their lives or what they do. I don't. I mean, there's obviously exceptions to that rule. But for the most part, if you sell drugs to get some money, whatever, do your thing. You know, I've been there. It is what it is. If you're a woman and you're doing the sugar daddy, sugar baby thing, and you're getting hooked up in your life, by doing that, more power to you. You know? People judge you because they can't do it. Men will judge you and call you names because they can't do that. If a man could do that, he would do it. And there's some men that can do it, and there's some men that do it. And no one judges them. So, ladies, if that's something you're doing, whatever. Do your thing. Be you. You know, own your shit, though. Don't be ashamed of anything in your life. You know? Everything you do adds up to being who you are. Now, if you're a piece of crap, and the things you've done have led up to you being a piece of crap, you should probably stop and reevaluate your values and morals and your own code. If you even have one. But I would like my kids not to so much live the full outlaw life that I have, but I instill in them the code that I live by. It's a good code to live by. It is. I mean, yeah, it's an outlaw code. And there's people that look down on me. You know, I got outlaw tatted on my knuckles. Whatever, judge me all you want. I don't care. Because it ain't your place to judge me. It isn't my place to judge you. It's my place to live. And live the best way I see fit to live. And this is the best way I see fit to live. Because looking back on everything I've gone through in my life, I'm proud of the man I am. And there ain't no one that can make me feel bad or ashamed of who I am or what I am. So, like always, treat each other good. You know, just show love and respect for each other. Push us closer to that world that everyone wants. Everyone wants this perfect world where everyone gets along and you know, strife and discord are gone. And it's possible for us to have that world. It is. You know? But it's up to you and it's up to me. We can make this world perfect. Just gotta try.